When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
The following letters were written by our troops.
My dear fellow Americans, I truly appreciate your support. I was starting to wonder if people had forgotten about us over here, but then one of my buddies showed me this website, and now as tears are streaming down my face, I can see for sure that you haven't. Private Emily B., U.S. Army.
It's so heartwarming to see the American people not letting the men and women of the armed forces be forgotten. Your letters make a group of grown men, battle-hardened and gruff, act like a bunch of kids around a Christmas tree. Thanks. Staff Sergeant Matthew H., U.S. Army.
Your support may be the most important thing our troops can carry with them. But don't take our word for it. Take theirs. To show your support, visit americasupportsyou.mil. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Defense and the Ad Council.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. We leave no warrior behind. Wounded Warrior Project is a non-profit organization created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war. Whether those scars are physical or mental, we're here to make sure that they heal. And whether it's helping those with post-traumatic stress disorder live a normal life again, or giving much-needed support to injured warriors in veterans' hospitals. Because no one deserves our help more than the men and women who risk their lives to keep us safe. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind. Ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Zinc Media. Feel the power of knowledge.
It is me. It is me. Yeah, I know it's all about me. Well, that at least my theme is. My theme is, you know what I want to do? I want, think about this for a second. You have a personal theme. Yeah, you might have a few depending on your mood or what you're doing. Have a personal theme playing in your head every time you walk into a room someplace. So when I walk into a room, I'm going to be playing in my head that theme. And I'm going to think everybody else can hear that theme. Either that or Return of the Mac. Remember that one? If y'all don't know it, just look it up on YouTube. Return of the Mac. That music. It was a hit song back in the I think in the late '80s or early '90s. But welcome back. We are in hour number 2 here on the Rod Eccles Show, and it is I am back, your lovable host El Rod, coming back at you from my bunkerized home studio somewhere within the great granite state of New Hampshire, where the state motto is still live free or die. It is not big government or bust. And the number that you can call this evening to join me live here on the show is area code 603, toll-free 603-835-3224. Again, that's 603-835-3224. And I just have to, maybe Rush is onto something when he says more fun than a human being should be allowed to have. Because doing this, I know I get frustrated sometimes at these people. When I say these people, these liberal nut. Today I had a conversation. Well, a back and forth on the Rod Eccles page with a particular individual, a fan of the page. Because we put out a meme that basically stated that, the people who don't believe in God, atheists who don't believe in God, but they'll believe in fairies and leprechauns and, that kind of stuff. And they don't see a problem with, perpetrating and promoting the belief in the fairies and leprechauns and having holidays and stuff that are geared towards fairies and leprechauns and other mythical creatures. But you can't say God or Jesus in the public square or have that. But but they'll believe in that kind of stuff. And this gentleman thought I was meaning that every last single person who didn't believe in God, as an atheist and liberals basically, would believe in fairies and fairy tales. And I'm thinking, well, the memes don't say every last single person. Memes are generalizations. Well, they are. They're not designed to be, and they cannot be exactly specific on everything. When it comes to certain memes, they are general. Generally speaking, people who do not believe in God tend to believe in or like things like fairies or leprechauns and or other mythical creatures. And some of the people actually believe that these things either did really exist or continue to exist. We just don't see them very often. Now, I've mentioned that before about elf. I have often said, don't you have, if you know what a real elf looks like, which is more like, believe it or not, more in the level of, things like Legolas, and not little tiny, gruesome guys running around, and they definitely don't look like Santa's elves, the smaller, cute versions, but if you look at certain people, some people can look like certain mythological beings. I know this is going to sound a little weird, but let me explain. When you look at a person's face, sometimes there are people that you look at them and say, man, they kind of look like an elf. And you have to ask yourself, did such a thing or did such beings actually exist? Now, we know that mythology and legend does have a basis in historical fact. Now, does that mean that there were actually elves as we know them today? Well, I don't know. Maybe there was a ethnic group of people that had a certain look. Because look, we find ethnic people that look very different from the general population of a lot of the rest of the planet, simply because they've been in isolation for so long, or they, what have you. Their genetic makeup isn't very diversified, so there's a specific type of look about them. We know this, so maybe that there was a group of people that were, they had a certain genetic look, but they were human, not non-human, but they had a certain genetic look that would give them this sort of different. Well, let's face it. And I know some people are saying, well, humans don't look that different, right? Really? Well, I think from the known ethnic groups that we have, the major ones, I say human beings can look amazingly different. Let's face it. You've got white people, you've got black people, and then you've got brown people. And brown people don't exactly look a lot like white people, and white people do not exactly look a lot like black people, generally speaking. And none of us look quite like Asians. So this notion that there could have been another ethnic group that we might construe to be elves or elvish, maybe they existed and they died out or something. I don't know. Or they just got homogenized with other people. And this is why some people take on a certain look about them, because there is that trait. Not that they were actually some sort of mythical, magical creature called an elf, but maybe there was a group of people much like blacks in Africa, or much like Indians or something in India, or much like Asians that were a little bit different looking, but still fully human. Studying myths and mythology and legends is actually quite fascinating, because when you start looking at where some of this stuff actually originates, and you start trying to